Pagod na kasi meron ko. Ano lang, si Black eh.
Oo nga eh. Si Black ang gumagawa eh.
And again! Woo! I am so honored to be part of your family. I am so honored to be a part of your family. For many years I was not a part of your family, now I am a part of your family. Thank you so much. It's such a delight, such a joy to bring
Wala eh. Balas yung mga 3-point na meron ko, di pumapasok.
the promised land in front of all of
Si
you.
Black lang
You're the
gumagawa.
ones that make it happen.
Second chance point lang nagagawa nila. Pag tumira wala, tapos maagaw lang nila.
Up there.
Wala yung mga 3 points si Brownlee.
Wala, oo.
I just want to say thank you, of course. I'm honored to be a part of Barangay Nebra, part of the San Miguel Corporation. I'm honored to be under Ramon Ang and all that he does for us. It's amazing. He's amazing. And the one that I work with closely is responsible for putting this all together, putting these guys together. I don't do anything. He puts it all together. Alberto Chua, thank you so much, Al. Val, what you do. Genius in what he does. And, of course, I love the players. I got to have a special mention. You know, we've won these last 4 out of 5 championships against Meralco. And I want to tell you the difference between us and them is Justin Brownlee. If Justin was on the other side, who knows? Maybe we don't win, but for sure with Justin, we win. What a job, Justin. Great job. Thank you. So, I hope we brought joy. It's great to be back after pagkatapos yung pandemic. Here again, trying to win championships for you. I hope there's more. There's more to come. More to come. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much. One more time for Coach Tim Bode. At this point, tawagin naman po natin ang SNC Sports Director and Team Governor of Barangay Ginebra San Miguel, Mr. Al Francis Chua.
Ginebra! 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 Ginebra!
Yun, maraming injury dito sa amin. Yung team nyo, maraming may injury. Nawala si Japet, nawala si Pringle, nawala si Aljon. Mas madali daw tayong kalaban. Pero kayo, hindi nila na-scout, hindi nila kayong talunin. Habang nandiyan kayo, nung bubble, hirap kami kasi wala kayo. Walang sumisigaw. Ngayon nandito, hindi nila kaya i-scout kayo kasi ang gagaling nyo. Maraming salamat. Ipapasalamat ako sa aming boss, si Boss RSA. Yung oras niya, kung di nyo lang alam, kinakausap niya mga player the day before the game. Binibigyan niya ng motivation. Boss, maraming salamat sa suporta, sa pagmamahal, sa pag-aalaga sa mga player. Maraming salamat po. Pinapasalamatan din namin ang aming General Manager, si Sir Noli, ang buo-buo ng mga Ginebra, sa marketing, mga taga-opisina ng Ginebra, sa amin, si Vicky, sila Kay, lahat kayo, maraming salamat. Lalo na ang sales ng Ginebra. Mas masarap magbenta ngayon dahil nag-champion tayo. Papasalamat din ako sa PBA, bumubuo ng PBA, kay Commissioner Willie Marshall, sa buong marketing, sa opisina, sa lahat, ang mga governors na mga kaibigan namin na nanood, si Gov Robert, Gov Bobby, Gov Eric, maraming salamat. Nanood kayo. Ano ba? Hindi ko na alam kung sino papasalamatan ko. Nagpapasalamat ako sa lahat na nanonood ulit. Sana po, lagi pong ganito. Hindi ko akalain na makakanood ulit tayo at magsasama-sama tayo dahil sa pandemya. Salamat po. Salamat sa Diyos. Nagpapasalamat din ako sa aking pamilya, na nagdadasal para manalo ang Ginebra. Maraming salamat. At Wednesday Club, I love you!
Maraming salamat po, Mr. Al Francis Chua. PBA fans, alam naming may iniintay pa kayo. At ngayon, oras na para kilalanin ang ating PBA Press Corps Finals MVP presented by Honda. And for that, I turn you over to Ms. Bea Escudero.
Thank you very much, John. Before we announce the Honda Finals MVP, we would like to acknowledge the presence of our friends from Honda Philippines and the PBA Press Corps.
Ginebra, shout out. Subscribe to channel Jason Corporate Channel TV Vlog. April 22, Friday, champion ng Ginebra sa score na 103-92. Thank you, Lord.
Senior Assistant Vice President for Motorcycle Sales and Supply Chain Management, Mr. Jomel Herezo. Department Manager Motorcycle Planning, Mr. Ervic Villa. The Deputy Department Manager of Motorcycle Sales in Luzon, Mr. Leo Cachero. And of course, our friends from the PBA Press Corps, Mr. Justin Bacchus. Ruben Tirado, Jonas Tirado, Dennis Sondalupa, and Ian Suyu. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Honda welcomes the next level of the 2022 PBA Governors Cup as we award the finals MVP of this conference with the premium scooter model of Honda PCX 160. The Honda PBA Finals MVP is...
Kami po sa PBA Press Corps, katuwang ang Honda, ay pangangalanan ng PBA Season 26 Governors Cup Finals Most Valuable Player. He averaged 17.8 points, 8.0 rebounds, 5.5 assists across 6 games. The Honda PBA Press Corps Finals MVP, Scotty Thompson.
Congratulations to our Honda Finals MVP, Scotty Thompson! Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it from the man himself, our MVP, Scotty Thompson.
Wow, speechless ako. Grabe. 20,000 fans, kundi dahil sa inyo. Hindi namin makuha to. Maraming salamat sa suporta nyo. Unang-una, nagpapasalamat ako sa itaas kay Lord God. Binigay na sa amin to. At especially sa coaching staff namin, kay coach team. Sa tiwala nila sa aming mga players and also sa mga veterans namin, talagang andyan sila para i-guide kami. Sa mga rookies namin, sa lahat ng players nag-step up, sa mga ball boy namin, PT namin, trainers namin, maraming salamat sa pag-alaga sa amin. Kundi dahil sa kanila, hindi kami maging healthy coming to this championship. And of course, kay Boss Al, talaga siya yung nag-motivate sa amin every time, pinakausap niya kami. And sa pinaka-big boss namin, Boss RSA, maraming salamat sa mga payo, sa mga motivation, at sa pag-meeting sa amin lagi every game. And of course, sa pamilya ko, at sa mama ko, sa papa ko na laging andyan para sa akin, and sa asawa ko na laging andyan sa akin. I love you, and sa buong barangay Ginebra fans, maraming salamat sa inyo. Para sa inyo to. Thank you.
Congratulations to our Honda Finals MVP, Scotty Thompson. Who
Scotty
will get
Thompson, the finals MVP. No surprises here, Mark?
No surprises. I think it's that's quite a unanimous choice here. I mean, LA probably, if he had a couple of games with the way he played in Game 6, would have given him a run for his money. But without a doubt, the most consistent player, not just of the finals, but the entire conference. Very deserving. Best player of the conference and finals MVP. What a year for Scotty Thompson.
It's his world, we all just live in it. He's adding more hardware to his collection. Best player of the conference, a championship trophy, now the MVP of the finals. Scotty Thompson. I mean, this is really the prime Scotty already. For the longest time, we saw him as a lot of potential, a guy who was going to be a star. But now we see the star.
It's his time.
Yeah.
And I don't really remember somebody who can take over a game in a variety of ways the way Scotty Thompson does it. It doesn't really have to be on the offensive end with his scoring. Sometimes he does it on defense. Many times he does it with his rebounding and with his playmaking capability. He's just an all-around player.
Yes.
Maybe the best all-around player, two-way player in the PBA right now.
Yeah, maybe that we've seen in quite some time. Scotty Thompson.
Absolutely.
Of course, his improvement of his outside shooting through the years, he just got better and better and better. And we're seeing the fruits of his labor now that he's not a PBA champion once again, and a lot of it had to do with him.
That's right. And when Stanley Pringle went down, and he never needed another playmaker to help out LA Tenorio, he stepped in. He even started at point guard for a few games in this conference when Coach Tim opted to preserve LA Tenorio a bit, limited his minutes. But come the playoffs, LA was starting again. They were a dynamic duo in the backcourt, and Scotty is pretty much whatever the team needs, he will provide.
And it's arguable, but you can almost say that he is now the face of the PBA.
Oh yes, I would have to agree with that as well. Usually whoever is the most popular player of Ginebra is the face of the PBA. And with all the fans coming here, I mean, I would think he's the most popular player in the PBA right now.
I would agree with you. I think it is Scotty's time now in the limelight of the Philippine Basketball Association. And you don't really see, you mentioned the rebounds, right? You don't really see people cheering as loud as they do for rebounds, except when it's Scotty.
Absolutely. I mean, was that Game 5 when he got that rebound from
Bishop?
From Tony Bishop, right?
We're going to go to Denise with Japet Aguilar.
Kasama ko ngayon, as we all know, Japet Aguilar. Japet, simula nung na-injure ka nung semifinals na papag-usapan natin, you're not exactly worried. You have such a huge trust on your team. Nung nakabalik ka, they were drawing up plays for you, trusting you right away. Talk about that mutual trust that exists in the Ginebra team.
I really appreciate the value my team give to me. Pero all the credits are sa teammates ko. They step up big time talaga. And nagpapasalamat ako kay God talaga. Of course, di namin inakala mapupunta kami sa moment na to.
Opportunity to thank the fans.
I dedicate this game sa lahat ng Ginebra fans, sa lahat ng mga kuya, sa lahat ng mga hard workers na lagi akong binabago everywhere I go. Para sa inyo lahat to, sama-sama tayo sa tagumpay na to. We've been through a lot, and hopefully magbigay ng inspiration to sa inyo. So God bless you all, para to sa Ginebra Nation.
Thank you again, Japet. Congratulations. Masara Pablo, who do you have?
Maraming salamat, Denise. Kasama ko ngayon si Jeff Chan. Jeff, first of all, congratulations. 6th PBA championship and your 4th with Ginebra. How meaningful is this one, lalo na't kasama na natin ang fans to celebrate with you?
Well, syempre, unang-una, yung last championship namin sa bubble, walang fans. And then yung next conference, wala pa rin fans. And now, talagang napaka-meaningful because ngayon natin ulit na feel yung presence ng fans, lahat nag-enjoy, and despite sa pandemic, alam mo yun, ang sarap ng feeling na maglaro ulit with the fans. Talagang malaking bagay sila, especially sa PBA games, no?
Jeff, na-request mo sa akin, wag banggitin yung age, but you are 30-something, almost 40-something. Does this championship say that you can still go for, let's say, 3 more?
Hopefully, more championships, you know. Personal goal ko naman, you know, just to help the team. Kailangan ko lang maging healthy, you know, condition, and hopefully, marami pa championship.
Jeff, batiin mo yung mga sumusuporta sa'yo.
Siyempre, una sa Team Jeff Chan. And of course, Barangay Ginebra fans, maraming salamat sa inyo. Ay, yung kaibigan ko, iyan mo. And siyempre, thank you sa lahat ng mga sumusuporta sa amin. Maraming salamat.
Jeff, now let's turn things over to Denise. Maraming salamat, Jeff.
I am joined by our best import of the conference, Justin Brownlee. Justin, you have yet to be beaten this Governor's Cup. You've always been very successful, but just like what I mentioned, you get the Best Import Award. You've been making and breaking records. Your son Jai is somewhere running around enjoying the confetti. Talk about how special this championship is for you.
Man, it's special in a lot of ways, but I think the most special is just through the pandemic. You know, it was a lot going on with COVID, and for us to come back, or for me to come back here in the Philippines and win the championship with my team, it feels great. It's an unbelievable feeling.
You had one attempt in the first half. You come out 17 points blazing in the third quarter. What did you tell yourself, and what was the communication and talk like between you and the team during halftime?
Well, I knew I had to be aggressive. I think you got to give a lot of credit to Norman Black. He came up with a great game plan, and their team executed. I think they didn't want me touching the ball and not shooting the ball, so he did a great job with Cliff Hodge, Newsom playing good defense. And I was just trying to, you know, take my time and just see where I can be aggressive. I think in the second half, I really, you know, took advantage of the moments I seen in the first and the second.
This Ginebra team has been through a lot this conference. A lot of you had to go through the eye of a needle to get to this point. Talk about the importance of this crowd literally behind you right now, all throughout the way.
Yeah, always. I mean, the crowd always. To be honest, if it wasn't for them, we probably wouldn't be in this situation right now. So, you know, I gotta give them a lot of props. They definitely came out and they played, they came out and cheered hard. They showed great support, and they like the sixth man for us. So I want to always thank them. I love them, and you know, thanks for the support.
Thank you, Justin. Appreciate your time, and again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Now let's turn it over back to Ira.
Thanks, Denise. Kasama ko naman ngayon si John Pinto and si Joe Devance. John, first of all, congratulations. Your very first championship as a player. Gaano kasarap sa pakiramdam that finally, all in perfect timing, you are a champion. You are a PBA champion.
Yes, di ko maano eh. Walang word na makakapagsabi kung gaano ako kasaya ngayon. Sobrang blessed ako. Lalo na teammate ko si Kuya Joe Devance. Sobrang saya ko, sobrang saya. Wala talaga akong word na masasabi. Sobrang blessed ako, and thank you kay God. Thank you.
Nanggaling ka sa Meralco, and then this is your first conference with Ginebra. You're not just a second stringer, but you gave the quality minutes for Ginebra to earn this championship. Anong masasabi mo sa suporta na nanggaling sa coaches mo, sa teammates mo?
Sobrang thank you kasi bago pa lang ako sa team, binigyan nila ako ng trust na ginamit ako ng coaching staff, tsaka yung mga teammate ko, tinuturuan ako every time sa practice, kung marami akong di alam ng mga plays, mga defense. So ayun, sobrang salamat sa pag-trust nila sa akin, mga coaching staff, management, and teammates.
John, mga gusto mong batiin tsaka pasalamatan?
Thank you sa lahat ng mga Ginebra fans. Siyempre yung misis ko, yung anak ko, si Rosina, si Rosjan, si Rebecca Luna, yung anak ko nanonood sa bahay. Tsaka pamilya ko sa Davao, si Papa, si Mama ko, si Kuya Bong, si Kuya Don, si Ate Leonor, si Papa Dudong, si Mama Lea. Kasi sa lahat ng taga Davao, sa Kasuga, Ginebra, LSD!
Maraming salamat, John, and congratulations. Punta naman tayo dito kay Joe Devance. Joe, you have 12 PBA championships, but that's not the only thing that you're celebrating tonight. You now hold the record for the most number of championships for an active PBA player. How does that record sound to you?
It was, to be honest, it was a goal of mine. Knowing that me and Rafi was tied, that was a main concern. I'm very blessed to be in this position. It's amazing. I never would have thought in a million years that I would have this life. So I'm very thankful. I'm very proud of the guys. Nards, I mean, to be honest, people don't know how hard Nards works. He's an extremely hard worker. He deserves this. It's his first championship. I'm very proud of him.
I got to talk to you in the semis, and I know that these 12 championships are not the highlight of your PBA career. Can you talk about being a leader and serving as a mentor to the younger players, and most importantly, sharing all these 12 championships with Coach Tim Cone?
That's the best experience for me, just to share these times with my teammates, with the coaching staff, with Coach Tim. All 12 championships have been with Coach Tim, and this is. I mean, again, I've had a blessed career, and at this point in my career, I'll do whatever it takes to win. If it's mentoring, if it's playing, whatever it is, I'm willing to do. So I'm just truly blessed and thankful.
We are so proud of you. Now let's turn things over to the panel.
Here's what happened. Game number 6 started out with Barangay Ginebra San Miguel really going well here in the opening period.
Well, I think started things off here. Both by Barangay Ginebra, but Meralco made a run here towards the end of the first quarter. It was Meralco who actually controlled this game in the first quarter until Ginebra made the run towards the second quarter here. But Meralco started well to win this game, but there's too much Barangay Ginebra after the first quarter.
Yeah, so there's a 24-19 actually in favor of the Bolts in the first period. And then Tony Bishop hitting some tough shots there in the second period. But Meralco and Ginebra really tackled each other to a standstill.
This was probably the most competitive among all of the quarters played today, as the lead swung back and forth between Ginebra and Meralco here in the second quarter. With Justin Brownlee, we mentioned earlier on, only 2 points in the first half for Justin Brownlee. Great defense, and Brownlee mentioned it that Coach Norman Black pretty much wanted the ball out of his hands.
And it worked to some extent, as we mentioned, 47-47 all at the end of the first half. And then in the third period, Barangay Ginebra San Miguel and LA Tenorio started to really put themselves a little bit further away from the Bolts.
And then we saw more aggressive Justin Brownlee. 2 points in the first half, but 17 points in the third quarter for Justin Brownlee, including a couple of 3-pointers. And this gave them separation heading into the fourth quarter, the big third quarter from Justin Brownlee.
It was +5 for Barangay Ginebra at the end of 3. And then here in the fourth and final, LA Tenorio and company really just applying the pressure, and maybe the championship experience of Ginebra really separated them from the Bolts.
Well, LA really took over this game. It was a deciding game, game 6, and LA, as we've been saying the whole game long, he just plays his best in the biggest moments. And Justin Brownlee, this practically sealing it for Barangay Ginebra. And LA with 30 points, Brownlee, best import of course, and Skati Thompson, the best player of the conference and finals MVP. But this was the coup de grace from LA Tenorio.
That was it. That was a nail in the coffin for Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. The dribble handoff from C-Stan to LA Tenorio. C-Stan also had himself quite the ball game here with Japet really hobbled.
That's right, and he had 14 points in that first half. When Brownlee was not scoring, it was LA and C-Stan who did it for Barangay Ginebra. So it was a great team effort for